It's September 6th, Wednesday, 7 o'clock. I think I have enough time to build a table that's gonna go right here. And the table's gonna have an overhead camera mount. It's also gonna be on casters so I can move it around. There's not a whole lot of space in this office, so it's completely necessary to be able to move this table around to maneuver around all the items in this office. What I really want to do is build this table out of materials I already have in the garage. So what I already have in this garage is this table here. This table measures 6 feet 4 inches. So I have 6 feet 4 inches of wood. Each piece of wood is 7 inches by 1.5 inches. Here are the wheels I plan on using. And I was thinking this is a 4x6, and this 4x6 by looks like 7 feet. Could be 8 feet. I have a 4x6 by 8. And I have another 4x6 on the wall here that is about 5 feet tall. So I'm hoping to incorporate those two pieces of wood as the legs. This one piece of wood on the ground looks slightly warped in the middle, so it could be a bad deal. Okay, so my first piece of wood, I angled it in. It's 46 inches wide. Table is 48 inches wide, so that'll be a perfect 1 inch overhang on each side. Okay, I got a 5 32nd bit to drill the pilot holes. Put this piece of the table together now. Okay, time to put the pieces together. So I'm thinking 25 inches is a good height for me. I want it to be somewhat ergonomic. I've watched some other videos in the past where people made desks. They were far, far, far superior to this one. But then they weren't the right height and they was kind of like rubbing on their arms when they're trying to use it. So 25 inches high. The wheels sit up 4.5 inches. So I'm gonna make the legs 20.5 inches tall. Using 2.5-inch screws with washers on top to put these wheels in. I'm doing a pilot hole before I do that, just in case so I don't chip anything. That's what it looks like so far. I'm going to put the tabletop on now and screw it together. together. It looks pretty good. I need to sit down in it in the office to really tell. So all around, this is a pretty big success. I'm definitely gonna have to do something about the color of the table because it's kind of a hodgepodge for sure. The colors are way off. I'm gonna have to either stain these legs the same color as this, same color. I'm gonna have to stain these legs either the same color as this, or sand this all down and just stain this or paint it some type of color. On top of this is going to be the overhead camera rig. So overhead camera rig is next, and that will be really neat. I got some galvanized steel pipe in the garage. That's the threaded steel pipe, and some base plates I'm gonna use for this overhead camera rig. So hang in there and we'll get that built. Okay, this is a professional microphone stand, and this, well, part of this at least, is going to be used for the overhead camera rig. Particularly this pivoting piece, well, one of these pivoting pieces. I think this one right here. All right, time to get the sander for my brother's house. Thanks for the sander.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, kitty.
So this right here is actually a shoe stand for the front entryway that I made a couple years back. It's just a series of 3/4 inch galvanized pipe that's screwed together at different points, and these 3 rungs were to have just shoes all the way across. It's supposed to be some like kind of industrial themed shoe stand. Well, we don't use it because it takes up a lot of space. So I'm actually going to dismantle part of this and use this tubing for the overhead camera rig. That is way too tall. I need to do something about that in the future. So I drilled a hole in these 90-degree angles, and this threaded bar is going to go through these, and then there's going to be a bolt on either side that's going to hold it in place. So here's the nuts I was talking about. I got 4 of these, 5/16, and then some 4 washers, and I got 2 lock washers. The lock washers are gonna go on the outside, and then flat washers are gonna go up against the fittings that have the holes drilled in them.
Hey, check it. Hey.
Okay, I almost forgot a critical piece. This piece right here, this hole right here has to go over that threaded piece of metal up top. And then this hole right here is the one that holds the boom that'll go back and forth that the camera's connected to.
Check it. Put the place up.
This is what it looks like currently. Pretty cool, huh? So it's a lot taller than I need. I really need to make it shorter. But check this out. I'm gonna put this rod in here, and the Joby mount is actually on that camera right now. So that's one of the biggest reasons why you don't see this camera on there. So there we go. That's the boom on the top. And I'm gonna mount this camera on there now. And you can get an idea what it looks like. So this is the Joby flexible tripod. And then this is the ball head adapter that goes onto it. So this ball head adapter here is what I'm going to attach to this boom pole. This pole right here. So I just grab this ball head adapter and screw it right on this boom pole right here. And like so, it's on there. Now I can come up here and I can loosen this, and it'll go up and down, and then tighten it back up. I can loosen it also and go left and right and back and forth. So I get every range of motion. This camera has this little mount thing in the bottom of it. This one right here, because it has the other end of the Joby attachment on there. And all I have to do is slide this camera and clip it right in. And there we go, overhead camera mount. So there you have it, there's the overhead camera mount. So I have this thing called a clevis hanger, and it looks like this. And I want to put it on these 3/4 inch galvanized tubing, so I can end up mounting my lights to this part right here. But this is for 1/2 inch, so I think I'm going to use these drawer stoppers. They're felt, and put them on the inside of this to make up that extra space. So I'm taking this hanger, like so, and applying one of these to the inside here, like that, and another one to the other side, right here, just like that. So now I have them on both sides, and it hugs the 3/4 inch pipe really well.
Put the place up, yeah, we know what we made of. Can't get enough of you, boo, I'm a chaser. Face up,
Okay, so I want to take apart these tripods because I'm going to mount this shaft here onto those mounts that I showed you earlier. And it's just this screw right here. Like that, and this should come right out. And now what I want to do is I want to take this drill bit and I want to just drill right through here. So I'm going to take a rubber washer and put it on the end of this, slide it all the way through, put it through here, Put that on. Put another rubber washer on here. Like that. And a wing nut. Okay, I'm going to tilt this off to the side, right where I want it, and just tighten this. Right like that. Okay, so we're completely finished now with this overhead camera rig and the new table that I just built. Check this out.